Hey TV fans, it's Greg, the TV Genius, and I am a TV Genius. Today I want to talk to you guys about Season 5, Episode 1 of Game of Thrones. But first, I just want to say we've got some good news for the fans, bad news for HBO, and whoever wants to watch it according to the season schedule. The first 4 episodes have leaked. I know, it's awesome. I'm so excited. I was very excited to be able to watch the season as it was scheduled to play this year because I finally bought Game of Thrones. But the first 4 episodes leaked and I had to get it. I was too curious. I've only watched the first 2. I will be doing spoilers this week. I'll be labeling those videos spoilers for Season 5 so you guys know which ones to watch and which ones not to watch so you don't get, too spoiled out on the episodes if you haven't gotten the ones that have leaked on the internet. And we'll be talking a lot about that this week. But first, I want to talk about episode 1. Let's start off talking about Cersei. At the beginning of the episode, it started off with her as a little girl walking through the woods, going to see a witch, and she cut herself and let the witch taste a little bit of her blood, and the witch said she'd give her her future. That's what Cersei had asked for. The witch said that she would marry the king, have 3 children, but none of them by the king, and be queen for a time, but be pushed out by a younger and prettier woman. And then it just flashed forward to Cersei, and she had this perturbed look on her face, like she knows everything that witch said has come to pass, and Marjorie is definitely the woman that is going to become queen and push her out. Marjorie, played by Natalie Dormer this season, she is going to get a much bigger part, I think, a little bit more story, and it's going to show her striving to be queen and striving to be Tommen's wife and to be Cersei's replacement. We're going to see how Cersei's going to handle that this season. Natalie Dormer gave an interview this winter, and she said that her character is going to have a lot more this season, but by the end of it, she's going to lose control of the whole situation, which is probably going to be the worst thing for Marjorie's character. I can't wait to see what happens. In the books, her grandmother is probably the most dangerous and most conniving player of the game, if you will. But in the TV shows, it's very clear that Marjorie is ambitious and adamant on becoming queen. So I think it's going to be cool to see what happens next. I do love the actress they have to play her. I think she's gorgeous, and I just think she's a wonderful actress. So I just love that they've got her to portray Marjorie in such a great way. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm going to do spoilers on that too. I know that they're going to be getting into that in the next 4 episodes. Let's go straight into Tywin and him dying last season. At the end of the season, Tyrion put 2 arrows in him, killed him, and took off across the Narrow Sea with Varys. Well, Tywin is dead, and Cersei and Jaime are taking it pretty badly. They're pretty sure that the people are going to rise up and try to destroy their house, just take down Casterly Rock. And I'm pretty sure that's going to happen because the Lannisters are probably hated. They're all terrible people with the exception of Tyrion, and he's just a drunk. He's a very good leader, but we'll get into that soon. But I just think they're going to try to take him down, and it's not going to last much longer. We've got this problem now where they've received this package, Cersei and Jaime. They've received a package from Dorne, and it's from the brother or probably the wife of Oberyn, the one that was killed by the Mountain, Oberyn Tyrell. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do here, if they're going to do anything. I have seen the second episode, so we'll talk about that soon. But I don't think his brother's going to do anything about it. I think he's saying, well, he entered into a trial by combat and lost. What can I do? There's nothing he can do, really. It's an honorable thing to just leave that alone because it could have happened to anybody, not just his son. But they're showing it for a reason. Anyway, they've received a package from Dorne. Cersei and Jaime did, and it's their daughter who has been gone to live with in Dorne. It's their daughter's necklace that matches Cersei's necklace, and she's mad. She's sending Jaime to look for her, to retrieve her. So we're going to be seeing what's going to happen soon. Everybody's setting out on little adventures this season, and he's going to take Bronn with him, which I like Bronn a lot. He's awesome. He's an awesome character. So I can't wait to see what happens next. He went from being Tyrion's sword to now he'll probably be Jaime's sword. He taught Jaime how to fight after his hand was cut off. So it's going to be cool to see what happens next. Let's talk about Peter Baelish, Littlefinger, and Sansa. They were in the Vale, and now they're leaving the Vale. They're on the road, and they have crossed paths with Brienne of Tar and Podrick. Now, they haven't seen each other as of the first episode, but I do believe that we will be seeing each other soon. Sansa is not going to want Brienne's help. Not at all. She's going to refuse it just like Arya did, and Brienne's going to have to fight Peter or either flee, one of the two. So it's going to be cool to see what happens next. I'm so excited to see where they go this season. It's just going to be an awesome season of Game of Thrones, and I can't wait to see how they meet finally and how they collide. How she finds out that Sansa's with Peter. I don't think Sansa's going to go with her. I don't think she's going to take Brienne's help like her mother did. I think she's going to stay with Peter. She feels safe with Peter for some reason. She's got this goth makeover going on. And I think Peter looks at her as kind of a second chance, as he had with Catelyn, a second chance for her to be with Sansa, kind of another Catelyn, a younger, prettier version of her. So I think he's kind of looking at her in a disgusting, perverted way. And it's been pretty weird so far. So I can't wait to see what they do with their story. They're taking it pretty interesting ways, I think. Now let's go straight on to the Wall and what's going on with Jon Snow, Stannis Baratheon. We got Melisandre up there too. So crazy things are happening at the Wall. We've got the Fire Lady, which is Melisandre. We've got Stannis Baratheon. He's there. We've got the King Beyond the Wall, which is Mance Rayder. And we've also got Jon Snow. Now, I'm so excited to see what happens to Jon Snow. I'm thinking he's going to become Lord Commander, which is going to be awesome to see. Stannis burnt Mance Rayder alive in front of the Wildlings because he wouldn't bend the knee to him. Mance Rayder refused, and he was burning him alive, and Jon Snow couldn't take it. He went and got his bow and just shot him dead. That's how they ended the season. The episode, and I love how Game of Thrones, the director does his scenes and does his imagery, and they just do their amazing shots. They get it every time. It's beautifully done. It's such a beautiful countryside that they film it on. So I'm so excited to see more of the season, to see more of the countryside, to see more of these scenes that they just do such an amazing job doing and setting up and just make so beautiful. Just such beautiful deaths. Just like The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead has beautiful death scenes as well. I'll make a video about top 10 death scenes or something one day and send y'all a link here soon. But anyway, let's continue to who wasn't in this episode. We didn't see anything about Arya this episode, but we will see her, and we'll start the episode 2 off with Arya at the House of Black and White. So we'll see what happens there. She's going to Braavos, and we're going to see what's in Braavos for her. I think she's going to learn a lot in Braavos. Every season, Arya comes across somebody who becomes her mentor and is exactly what she needs at the time and teaches her exactly what she needs to learn at the time. So it's going to be interesting to see what she learns this season. I just look forward to Arya's story so much, and I hate that she's not in the first episode, but I am excited to see what they do with her this season. And Bran Stark, he was not in this episode either. And Bran Stark's not going to be in the whole season. Apparently, in the books, Bran's story has come to an end right now. So we won't be seeing anything of him till next season. Maybe the end of this season. I'm not sure yet. But I'll be doing spoilers soon on the first 4 episodes. Be looking for that. And Tyrion. I almost forgot about Tyrion. He's made it across the Narrow Sea after killing his father. And he's with Varys. And Varys has decided to talk him into going to Meereen and seeing Daenerys. Now, it's going to be so cool to see what happens with Daenerys and Tyrion as they clash and as they meet. He says that Tyrion plays an important role in the war to come. He says that he is a great man and he was a great hand, and he did make some mistakes. He's not perfect, of course, but he said that Tyrion does play an important role in the war to come and with Daenerys. So it's going to be awesome to see them meet. Daenerys right now, she's not in a good place. Her dragons are not liking her. She's locked them up at the end of last season, and in first episode, she's went down there to try and kind of make a connection with them, make that motherly bond with them, see if she can still have her dragons. But they kind of turned on her and acted like they wanted to, set her on fire. And we've still got Drogon. He's nowhere to be found, but I think he'll be back soon. As Jorah said, they just cannot be tamed. And I always wanted to see Daenerys fly a dragon to Westeros and just take King's Landing with fire. I always wanted that to happen, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get that. So it's going to be interesting to see where she goes this season and what happens. I'm thinking she's not going to do too well when it comes to ruling these slaves. She might have given them a little too much power too fast, and I think Tyrion's going to come in and be her new Jorah Mormont, if you will, and kind of guide her and teach her how to be a queen, which Tyrion can do if he puts his mind to it. So I'm just so excited for this season. I'm so excited to do more videos and spoilers for you guys on the first 4 episodes. I can't believe they leaked, and I'm so excited. I'll see you guys next time, and I'll be doing another video on Salem today. So be looking for that.